It's time for the Cooper Group's road trip, and it's an American revolution at Seaweaver Chevrolet. Through September, it's the employee discount for everyone, with more models with EPAs of 30 mpg or better than anyone. This week, we're trading in our car for a canal boat. We arrive at Gems Along the Mohawk in Herkimer with some time to shop before our cruise. Here you'll find information about local attractions as well as local products manufactured in central New York. It's from here in Herkimer that Erie Canal Cruises departs for its daily tours, guided by Captain Jerry.
After we retired, we sold our business in Florida and we cruised up here on our own boat and fell in love with the area and the people and the beauty and mainly the history. I mean, we wouldn't have an America without the Erie Canal. Opened up our western lands, created new technology, brought settlers west, made America into a superpower, and all because of this little ditch. Well, the cruise is 90 minutes long, and it's steady history for 90 minutes. Part recorded that I did, the other part live, either myself or Captain John, whoever's working that day. And they're going to experience one of the greatest feelings of being able to go through the greatest liquid elevator in the world, a lock. It's going to be the smoothest elevator they've ever been on. They get dropped 20 feet, raised 20 feet, and we explained the whole inner workings of this 100-year-old lock. Just absolutely amazing. A lot of wildlife, eagles, all kinds of stuff. Big thing right now is all the boats that were in the Great Lakes, all the big yachts that were in the Great Lakes for the summer are on their way back. Yesterday we had a $20 million and a $15 million one come through. And this is the time of year between now and the middle of October that we're going to see those giant mega yachts coming back.
The construction of the Erie Canal began in Rome in 1817. It was the result of the hard campaigning of U.S. Senator and 10-time New York City Mayor DeWitt Clinton, who believed that New York City could only become a major economic force by building the Erie Canal. The canal ran 363 miles from Albany to Buffalo and had 83 locks. Locks like Lock 18 raised vessels a total of 565 feet between the two cities. This was an amazing engineering feat for 1825. A lock enables a boat to pass from a section of canal at one water level to another at a different level, under the watchful eye of the lock operator. Our boat tour ends here as we watch from above as the cruise ship is lowered. The rush of water is thrilling to see and hear. Be sure to experience the Erie Canal this fall, both on board and on shore.
Inside this prison, I will forever be. All it took was a woman's love to turn my head. All it took was her to cheat, see him dead. I tried to run.
We continue down the Erie Canal to the Little Falls Canal Harbor. This is a great place to dock your boat and walk across Route 167 to Krabby's Fish Market and Grill. And what better way to celebrate a great day of cruising than with fresh seafood? The sound of seagulls will make you feel like you're oceanside. We're greeted by the owners, Debbie and Dave Guile.
I've been eating food from Krabby's for quite a few years because of my son-in-law, Joe Finkst, who lives here in Little Falls with my daughter. We came here today, and you can't eat here. It's a takeout, but we were able to eat in the kitchen this afternoon. The counters here are so clean that you can eat off of them, and we did. When you order something, be sure to ask for the mozzarella sticks and find out from the owners the other name that they have for them. I'm not going to tell you, ask them. I did ask where they came up with the name Krabby's, and I can tell you this, he didn't remember, but I can say for certain that it's not because they're crabby. They're very pleasant, and their food here is terrific.
Well, we actually have a little guy out of Cohoes that goes down to Boston every Tuesday. Everybody says, yeah, right. Well, he does, and he comes Wednesday morning with the fresh fish, and I'll bring you right in my cooler and show you how fresh it is if you need to see it. Well, when you have fresh food, fresh seafood especially, we bred it ourselves, and it's just really, it pops in your mouth. You know it's fresh. Well, we started out as a full seafood place 12 years ago, but the last 6 years we've really pushed the other food. We specialize in chubs, which are actually like a sub that's grilled on the grill. We have our own greens. We had to diversify. It's still on Friday as our basic seafood day, but the rest of the week, we've actually added pizza and wings this year, so that other people it's our one-stop shop. That's what we like to say.
Krabby's is open from 3 to 8 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday and opens early at 10:30 a.m. on Fridays. After picking up your order at Krabby's, head back across the street to the pretty Little Falls Canal Harbor. This beautifully landscaped harbor has a dockmaster's office with information and maps, as well as showers, a bathroom, and laundry for visitors to the Mohawk Valley who dock here.
Just a stone's throw from Route 167 is Little Falls Canal Harbor. Make it a point to find your way here. We came today and we met Ken and Sheila here. They're from Ontario, and they've been traveling all around in their little homemade or home-designed tugboat. And as a matter of fact, I was asking them, how far have you traveled in this tugboat? They have gone 150,000 miles. And here they are today in the Mohawk Valley. As a matter of fact, it's called MV Bear, which we thought stood for Mohawk Valley Bear. But we found out that people who have been behind them in their tugboat have given it the name Minimum Velocity Bear because of the speed at which they travel. But they're traveling through life the way that we all should travel. Krabby's doesn't need a dining room for one reason. You can bring your dinner from there down here to the harbor, and you can sit yourself down at one of these picnic tables and enjoy this gorgeous setting.
It's hard to pull ourselves away from the sparkling waters of the canal, but we venture over the bridge to Canal Place and the historic stone mills. Many of the mills in Little Falls were powered by the water of the Mohawk River. The stone mill on South Ann Street was built in 1839 and produced wool uniform cloth during the Mexican-American and Civil Wars.
That's written on that line. Everything fades away without my pen. He who reaps, he writes.
3 years ago, when we were here in Little Falls, we met Richard and David. They had just purchased the building behind me, the mill, and it was in pretty rough shape. Come here today, though, and see what they've done with it. It's unbelievable. Pretty soon all 4 floors will have been completely renovated. And on the second floor, try to catch one of the performances at the little theater they have there. It is called the Black Box Theater. It's one of the finest small theaters you're going to find anywhere this side of off-Broadway.
Not from this area originally. I've been here about 14 years. I grew up in Michigan, and I lived downstate and in New York City for about 14 years. I came up here and just loved the area. Bought an old house, restored it, and ended up here. It was a great price, and we just had great plans for great plans for this building. It's a wonderful area. I don't know how it came along. It just developed. This was originally a textile mill. They made Civil War uniforms here at one time, and they made patches for World War II. And it was an antique center when we bought it, and we just made it stay an antique center, and we developed the second floor for other businesses. And the third floor is going to be an inn and conference center. It'll have 9 rooms in the inn. And the 4th floor is going to be 2 big apartments eventually. It's going to take a while. It's just such a peaceful area, being on the water. It's got a really good feeling here, and all the Canal Place here. It's just a real good feeling.
Chase a little more money.